Thank you so much for joining me today for Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine, and today we're just going to do a nice little desk exercise that you could do right there in your office chair if that is best for you and easiest for you, even if it's got wheels, but just make sure that you have something that you can safely press your feet onto so that you're nice and stable and you don't go sliding all over the place. So the first thing we want to do is just notice the breath. Come into the present moment. Welcome yourself here to this place and this time with this breath. So let's just take a moment to breathe. Breathe at your own pace. Hands can be face down on your knees or on your thighs, wherever they comfortably fall. Press evenly onto the floor with your feet. Press evenly with your sit bones onto your chair. Sit up nice and tall, drawing the crown of the head to the sky, always being mindful of this length here. And we can even open up the palms to the front and have the hands down at our sides and come into a seated mountain pose. And in mountain pose, our chin is tucked, our neck is long and protected, back is nice and long with a gentle tilt down with the tailbone towards the earth, drawing the crown of the head up to the sky, just making space in between each and every vertebrae. We're just going to gently begin to warm up the neck by taking the gaze from side to side, moving to one side and then back to center and then to the other side. And then begin to add the movement with the breath. So we're right here in the center, inhaling, and then as we exhale, we're taking the gaze over one shoulder, inhaling back to center, taking the gaze over the opposite shoulder. Just nice and flowy, just letting the neck glide and warm up from side to side. And as always, you can keep your eyes closed or keep them open, whatever makes the experience better for you. And when you come to your second side, that's your last time. And we're just going to tilt now one ear to one shoulder. So again, we're inhaling at center, exhaling to tilt one ear to one shoulder, inhaling center, exhaling to tilt the other ear towards the other shoulder, and then just gently breathing, letting the head glide from one side to the other, rocking this nice gentle motion. Maybe visualize yourself on a boat with some gentle waves, and we're just flowing gently from one side to the other. And when you come to your second side, that's the last time. And this time we're just going to tilt the chin to the chest as we exhale. And then roll the ear up to the same shoulder. So I'm rolling my right ear up to my right shoulder, exhaling chin to chest, inhaling left ear, left shoulder. We're just warming up all the muscles in the neck so that we can breathe better, so that we have a little, maybe even a little headache relief after staring at a screen all day or a road or whatever you might be looking at for most of your day. And when you come to the second side, again, that's your last time, and we'll inhale, stacking the head back on top of the neck, on top of the spine, everything nice and straight and long. And then let's bring the arms up out to the sides as we inhale. And as we exhale, let's clasp the hands and bring them right down here to our hearts. And then let's inhale and turn the palms out towards the front, letting the back round a little bit, drawing those arm bones out and away from the shoulders. And then let's inhale back up overhead, plugging the arm bones into the shoulders. And then exhale to release the palms out to the sides. And then let's inhale, palms up overhead, clasp the hands. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, turning the palms out forward, rounding the back. Exhale here, and then inhale, arms up overhead again, and exhale to release and float the palms down towards the earth. Last time, let's inhale, the palms up and overhead. Clasp the hands and exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, turning the palms out and forward, rounding the back. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, release, and standing back tall again. And now let's do that again, but clasp the opposite side. So typically I'm right-handed and my right index finger ends up being on top. So we're just gonna shift everything over one to the side that feels a little bit weird, maybe a little bit awkward. And we're gonna inhale, lifting the palms up overhead, clasp the hands in that awkward shifted place. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, turning the palms forward and out in front, rounding the back. Stay for the exhale here. Inhale, the palms back up overhead, and exhale to release. Again, inhaling, arm up overhead, bringing the palms together, clasp the hands in that weird way, and exhale them to your heart. Inhale, drawing the palms forward, rounding the back, really stretching out of those shoulders. Inhale, the palms back up to the sky, and exhale to release. And let's do that one last time. Inhale, palms up and overhead. Clasp the hands the weird way. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, turning the palms out, really round that back, drawing the belly button to the spine, taking the chin to the chest. And exhale just to release everything and kind of shake it out, let it go. Gently rock the head, roll the shoulders, loosen up, find a little release. And then let's go ahead and inhale, bending the right arm next to the side of the head, drawing the right palm to the back of the neck. Maybe using the left hand to gently encourage the stretch in the back of the right arm here. We're not pressing though, and we don't want to crunch forward here, closing off the heart. We want to keep the heart open. So if this motion here causes you to crunch forward, maybe back it off just a little bit and let the arm be out here so that the chest can be nice and open. And maybe we can keep the back of the palm at the back of the neck here and draw the left arm out to the side and take the back of the left hand to the small of the back. Some people might be able to touch fingertips back here, drawing the hands closer together, opening up the heart, keeping that chin tucked. Might even be able to hook the fingers, or maybe you don't get anywhere close. It doesn't really matter as long as your intention here is to keep the heart open, keep the shoulders open, keep that chin tucked, and get that nice tension relief here in the back of the shoulders. And the next time you exhale, let's just go ahead and release. And then let's take the left arm so that the palm is at the back of the neck, bending the elbow here and using the palm of the right hand to gently encourage the stretch in the back of that left arm. And we're breathing with the chin tucked and the heart open. And if you'd like to explore a little further, you can take the back of the right hand to the small of the back. And again, you might be able to touch or hook the fingers here. Some people can. I'm just going to show you a sneak peek I don't get anywhere near touching, especially on this side. So just go for the idea of the pose and the heart opening and the chest opening, rather than trying to have to push yourself towards some maybe unattainable goal today, maybe attainable somewhere down the road, but you're still going to get the benefit here even if you don't touch the hands. And then let's go ahead and release and bring the right arm across the chest, drawing it in with the left, keeping the torso nice and straight in that mountain pose. Inhale here and release, and then switch sides, drawing the left arm in towards the chest with the right hand, just kind of cradling it here. And exhale to release. And let's inhale the arms up and overhead, palms meet. Exhale, slicing it all the way down towards the floor, coming into forward fold. And then gently begin to round the back up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, coming back to your tall seated mountain pose. And then let's take the palms to the heart here. And we're going to twist to each side, but we're not going to use the hands to twist. We're going to keep the hands right here at the heart. And you're going to inhale nice and tall into that mountain pose. Exhale to let the shoulder blades come down the back. Inhale once again and exhale to twist to the right, beginning in the low back. So starting out, really focusing on that low back, visualizing the vertebrae in the back, and increasing the height of the twist all the way up to the middle back and then the upper back. And we're just twisting over to the right, just kind of using only the strength of the body rather than grabbing onto the outside of the chair to get traction. We're just having a nice gentle twist here. So as we inhale, we can lengthen through the spine, keep the chin tucked, keeping the gaze out over the hands. And as you exhale, you might want to twist just a little bit more, or just relax into the twist right where it is. Inhale once again, and then exhale, coming back to center. Inhale here, and then again we're going to exhale and begin the twist at the small of the back, down near the sacrum. The thoracic is the middle back, cervical is the upper back. For the life of me, I can't think what the low back is. Sacral area. So we'll start down low at the small of the back, moving up into the thoracic part of the back, and then up into the cervical part of the back. So small of the back, the low back, the middle of the back, and then into the shoulders. And it'll come to me as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm sure. But I'm sure you could Google it if you're super curious. Inhaling here to lengthen and tuck the chin. Exhale to relax into that nice gentle twist. And then the next time you exhale, come back to center. We're going to inhale the right arm up and overhead, reaching the right fingertips over to the left, getting a nice stretch in the right side body, opening up those ribs, really drawing those fingertips up and over, really reaching towards the sky, maybe taking the gaze up towards the inside of the elbow and opening up the heart. Inhale, fingertips back overhead, and then switch. Inhaling the left fingertips up and over towards the right side, opening up through the left side body. Really reaching, maybe taking the gaze towards the sky and opening through the heart. And when you've had enough here, go ahead and inhale the fingertips up towards the sky and back down. And let's rotate the shoulder blades up and forward and down. Couple of times coming forward and then a couple of times up and down and back, or up and back and down. Just opening up here. And then let's take our arms out in front of us, palms face down, and do those zombie arms, stretching out the tops of the forearms here. Turn the fingertips up towards the sky. Maybe rotate from one side to the other. Just getting a little rocking motion in the arm bones here. Let's rotate the wrists in one direction and then in the other. And back and forth. And now for a bonus. If you wanted to open up through the hip flexors, you've been sitting all day, go ahead and safely remove yourself from the chair. And using the support of the chair, and I'm just gonna safely move this back using my leg muscles, not my back muscles. Just bring your palm of your hand to the edge of the chair. And with your body again in that nice mountain pose, and I'll show you from here, this nice mountain pose, using the support of your chair, go ahead and bring the heel of the left foot towards the left buttock. And you can stay right here. We're getting a nice opening in this hip, or you can reach back for the ankle, and you don't have to turn, I'm just turning so you can see. You can reach back towards that ankle and really open up here in the left hip. Really drawing that left heel towards the left cheek. Opening up through the left shoulder, keeping the chin tuck, finding mountain even here. You can clasp the toes here. You can press the top of the foot into the hand and draw the arm and the leg away from each other. Or you could even take the grip to the inside of the foot and really deepen the stretch across the pectoral muscle and into the shoulder socket. So play with that a little bit here and find out what fits best in your body. And then as always, we must even it out. So let's switch sides here. And we're just going to start with our mountain pose, getting support from the chair if you need it, or if you don't want it, you don't have to have it. Drawing that right heel towards the right buttock, and then maybe grabbing for that ankle. And if you do grab for that ankle, try and keep the knees next to each other, keeping those thighs parallel so you're not way out here. And actually, I need to do a little forward stretch there too. My hamstring hitched up a little bit. If you get any of that hamstring cramping from doing that, just release and stay here without grasping the ankle. And then just to stretch out those hamstrings, either from a standing position, you can inhale the arms up and slice it down to the middle, coming into this nice forward fold. You've got the chair right here for balance if you want it. You can straighten the legs as much as you like to really deepen the stretch in the hamstrings, or you can keep them nice and bent, and then when you're ready to come up, you can come up rolling one vertebrae at a time, rolling the shoulders, or you can do the forward fold from your seat, taking the legs out long in front of you so that you can access the hamstrings. And just sitting on the edge of the seat here, we're going to do the same thing. Inhaling up and overhead, slicing down the middle, reaching towards the ankles and feeling that stretch right there in the back of the hamstrings. Maybe surrendering the torso towards the knees so that you can really stretch in the back. And when you're ready, just roll back up to your nice, tall Let's go ahead and just sit here and breathe. Inhaling through the nose. And then let's exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Inhaling again through the nose, down deep into the belly, really filling up the lungs, letting them expand. And exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Keep doing that on your own, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth with a sigh. That exhale with a sigh tells your parasympathetic nervous system that everything is cool. We can relax, we can restore, we can repair, we can move on with our day with a renewed sense of restoration. So when you're all done doing your breathing and you're ready to go ahead and end this video, let's go ahead and inhale the arms up and overhead where the palms meet. And exhale, drawing the thumbs down to the sternum and pressing the heart into the hands. Inhaling again here to lengthen throughout the spine. Exhale to draw the elbows down. Draw the shoulder blades down the back as if you're trying to tuck them in your back pockets. And one more time, let's inhale here together. And as we exhale, we tilt the chin and say, Namaste.